What happened?
I just went on top of the board.
31-year-old Heidi stumbled out of the surf after being hit by her own surfboard.
Where is it?
There doesn't appear to be much wrong until Dino peels back her wetsuit. As well as treating the injury, lifeguards must reassure Heidi to help minimise shock.
You're not bleeding too bad, Heidi, but it is a big cut. We'll probably have to call an ambulance for you and take you up. I think it'd probably be the best. You'd be happy with that? Yeah, okay. Bondi Central, can you call an ambulance? We've got a fairly major laceration to the thigh. You must have really whacked it hard, eh?
Oh, yeah.
You can move your toes and everything?
Yeah.
As the wetsuit puts pressure on the wound and stems blood loss, Dino and Troy are anxious to get Heidi to the tower.
Don't try to stand on that leg.
Luckily, the injury has missed major arteries in Heidi's leg.
1, 2, 3. Put some pressure on that, right? Yeah. You've got the elbow opener.
Yeah.
So I'll give you a couple of these to wash it, Troy.
Yep.
And then we'll tape over the top. How do you feel, Heidi? All right? Yeah. Can you is that right up, Troy? Yeah, and it's better already. Much better now. I wasn't sure first whether to leave the wetsuit on because the wetsuit was holding it so well. It seems to have stopped most of the bleeding. How long have you been surfing for?
Not very long at all.
Not very long? Do you think you'll continue surfing?
I'm not quite sure.
Not quite sure. Reassess a bit later, hey?
Press the top. Straight up and down, is it?
Do one more over the top.
How long is it? Under 15 centimetres.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
Felt like a good one.
Yeah.
You did something for the pain in the ambulance. Should be well looked after.
Heidi will require multiple internal and external stitches.
The wetsuit was holding it in place, and then when I saw it up there, I thought, oh, no wonder she was in a bit of pain because she'd cut it open pretty big.
It was pretty solid. It was like probably 20 centimetres long, and it was open a fair bit. I kind of had the same kind of thing back last year. I did the same kind of cut, a bit longer than that, and it was wide open like that as well. But yeah, that was pretty cool. You could see she was in a bit of shock at first, and then the pain starts hitting in a little bit after that. But she was pretty strong. She wasn't like crying or anything. She's lucky she didn't see it because she didn't look down to have a look. When I had a look, I was like, oh, no way.
The old man of the sea is H. At 59, born and bred in Bondi, he understands Australia's most famous beach better than anyone.
Like you could be watching a spot and 5 minutes later something 20 metres up the beach will come on because the beach hasn't worked itself out how it's going to drain.
The solid swell has created a powerful rip at the south end. Two swimmers have unwittingly launched themselves straight into it.
One of them decided to swim towards the bergs. He's going to be in a bit of trouble, I think.
The swimmers stand no chance against the torrent.
You're gonna have to get down there now. You're going to have to go in.
H and Chapo have to respond from the other end of the beach.
He's frothing. Come on, mate.
H and Chapo race to South Bondi where two swimmers are being swept out in a rip.
Two of them right at the back.
With every second, they are dragged further out. H and Chapo use the rip as an express route out to the swimmers.
Hey, get on behind me.
Collecting the two men is one thing. The challenge is getting them safely to shore. As Chapo struggles against the fast-moving water, the old man of the sea heads in the opposite direction.
Can you kick your leg? Yeah. Here's a trick I'll show you. This is what you do if it ever happens again. You know,
Bizarrely, he heads straight for the rocks. Chapo still makes no headway against the rip. Chapo might be losing ground, but H's unorthodox manoeuvre looks alarmingly dangerous.
We'll keep straight there. Go up with the wave. Here we go. Ready? Go up with it.
Then, like magic, the swimmer is delivered to safety.
H has just paddled him on top of the rocks. It's quite different. I've never seen it done before.
As Chapo struggles, the old sea dog takes command.
Yeah, no, gotcha.
Yeah, actually, Chapo's decided to do the same thing now.
All the way from Colorado, Daniel and Doug didn't expect to be rock climbing at Bondi.
You alright? Yeah, man, thanks. It's alright. Up the rock. Hey, our pleasure, mate.
Highly unorthodox, but highly effective.
Old sea dog knew exactly where to go. I'm over there struggling the rip. It's what you call local knowledge. I've grown up. It's the easiest way. It looks the most frightening, but it's the easiest. Because the current's going that way. It's just a matter of just getting lifted up with the wave. You see, I didn't even have to... That guy was sort of not totally hopeless. Some people, I've had to take some really tired people up there. But there again, you just take charge. You know, it's what we do.
Before we knew it, we were just dragged all the way out here. And then the surfer came and said, "You okay?" And I was being bashful. And I don't know where he was, but I couldn't get up. I'm glad he came and got me.
Like, if you guys want to ride, we'll give you a ride. If not, we're leaving you here. So I was like, I'll take her ride in.
I was in trouble. I really was in trouble.
It was tired.
I think.
That makes you tired trying to fight that current out there.
It was good. I'm glad they got me.
Me too.
But the American visitors aren't the only ones who've learnt a thing or two about Bondi.
Hey, just taught me something today.
Like, where the hell is he going? And I thought I was going to make it, and then the rip has got me, and he's just on the rocks. He's going, "Chapo, come over here." I didn't want to go because I wanted to go my way, but I ended up bloody succumbing to where he was going. That's sweet.
Oh, how good was that, mate?
Old sea dog.
He's a legend.
Next time on Bondi Rescue,
There's a head in the corner there.
a swimmer lost in Backpackers Rip. Then a suspected spinal gets even more complicated.
This is not a swimming area.
And H's skills get their biggest test.
Hey! Go in!
I don't think she's going to get in trouble, but hopefully she does.
Tonight on Bondi Rescue,
This is not a swimming area.
the old man of the sea. One of H's toughest rescues.
Hey! You nearly went down. You nearly died.
An injured boy takes a sudden turn for the worse. Then, a swimmer lost in Backpackers Rip. And the trials and tribulations of a lifeguard.
I don't think she's going to get in trouble, but hopefully she does.
Take me back to the sweet times, the happy nights. Everything is gonna be alright in the summertime. Baby, in the summertime. And even if I have to wait till next year, I don't care. All I know is that I'll meet you there in the summertime. Baby, in the summertime, that is where I'll be.
Bondi Beach, Australia's most famous strip of sand. Where anything goes, everyone's welcome, and every day brings a new surprise.
I think per capita, Bondi has by far and away more characters than any other beach anywhere in the world. It's like a Ringling Brothers circus rolled into World Championship Wrestling or something. It's just unbelievable what you see day in, day out.
There's the Italian girl that comes down in flare tens with the bottles in the G-string. That's not that bad.
Frisbee man who throws a frisbee to himself. We have Zinc Man. He's turned up this year. I've seen him
Who's he?
all year. Zinc Man's just like with lots of zinc, and he does a lot of karate.
There's plenty of exhibitionists at Bondi. It's all just about being on show. This is just one big arena.
Some come to swim, some come to play, others come for a quiet kick.
Just had a report of somebody digging a hole. He's got a shovel that you pretty much can't even see him. You can just see the sand coming out of the hole.
A couple of New Zealand lads are digging themselves into a very big hole. Troy is sent in to bring them back to earth.
No, it's too dangerous because if that falls, you're going to get stuck. How can you get yourself out of there? How long is that taking you to dig? So imagine if you got stuck in there, how long is it going to take us to get you out?
If that fell down, they pretty much wouldn't be able to get out. They didn't realise that. They've been digging for an hour, but they didn't realise that how long it would take if it actually went down on them. It would take pretty much a bit longer than an hour to get them out, and by that time you're not going to be alive.
No, we're going to have to push it in. Won't be able to get your shovel out either, I don't think.
Just woke up and felt like digging a big hole. It's a really big hole. It's a common pastime in New Zealand.
Among the millions of visitors to Bondi every year, many are experiencing the ocean for the first time.
We've got people from all different types of backgrounds coming down here to Bondi, and they've never seen probably a dangerous current sign or a set of red and yellow flag. So there's no disposition on them. They're unaware of the dangers and they don't really know what to look for. Usually 9 times out of 10 that'll lead into a sticky situation, and they won't ignore it from that day on, I can guarantee that.
The surf is pumping. Lifeguards have erected warning signs on every rip. But some swimmers just don't get the message.
Yeah, Bondi Central to Blue. Dino, can you get down to the south end corner? There's a head in the corner there.
How does he swim? Am I going in?
A swimmer has strayed into a rip at South End.
Dang it.
Yeah, boys, you might be out here. It looks pretty bad.
The man finds it impossible to make headway against the turbulent current. Reedy bolts in to reach him.
The guy getting swept out in the south end corner, he looks pretty bad. He's just in a bad spot where lots of waves are breaking.
The same rip helps Reedy get to the man's location. But suddenly, the swimmer is nowhere to be seen. There's a chance the waves may have pushed the man closer to shore. But if the swimmer has gone under, finding him in the turbulent water will be close to impossible. Then Dino thinks he spotted him.
Is that you out the back? Were you out the back?
He doesn't speak English. Reedy can't be sure he's got the right person.
Dunno, it's definitely this bloke in here.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. He was out the back a minute ago, and I think it's him that just got swept in on the shore. Just ask him if he was out the back before.
Can you talk?
Reedy has no option but to head back out in case the swimmer is still out there. After a fruitless search, lifeguards can only assume the swimmer was the same one Reedy spoke to.
Yeah, just a reminder, all the swimmers here. Guys, girls, this is a really, really dangerous spot to swim. It's not safe at all. Please move right up the beach to the red and yellow flag.
He got swept straight out in the south end corner. Then kind of set just hit him and he got swept right back in again. He was real lucky. He was really struggling for a second then.
Thank you.
All the way from Brazil, Ronaldo is on his first trip to Bondi.
de piso, não tem como hablar.
Oh, mate,
no
I got
speak,
nothing.
no,
eh?
sorry, no speak.
That's all right. That's
okay,
all right.
thank you.
Oh, you rescued yourself. I didn't do anything. I just the surfers helped you. Mate, he was trying to speak to me in Portuguese.